Okay, I am finally back, and I fully apologize because I, I, everything was going a little bit good, finally getting to success, and then it stopped on me for some unholy reason. The whole thing stopped on me, and let me see if I could. I'll probably hold off on that a little later, but right now, let me see if I could start the game back up. Oh boy. My apologies. Somewhere along the way, the game, my OBS studio cut off somewhere and was not working properly. I do apologize for that. Okay, so what have I? Okay, so during the live stream, what is it that I missed? You missed. Well, for one, I was traveling a little bit here. And then I traveled to different parts, including going to the Mother of Martyrs, where I found the last cherub. So now it's time for me to see if I could get back to this one. I don't know how far the recording got to, but... Alright, so now... it is done. Finally, it's done.
Penitent one of uncompromising will, my brothers and I are grateful to thee. See how they rise, as if the weight of their bodies had been taken away from them, and with it, their sorrows. The road is now complete. The highest point of this garden awaits thee.
All right. Now it's done. And with this, I get 4 marks of martyrdom. And I get a baby rattle. Alright. So here's how it says. An oversized toy from a pure, happier time. The guardian of the high gardens will rejoice in his return. And let's read the lore. When faith withers from the people's hearts, that is when the holy brothers of the golden visage drift away. They vanish in the wind, fading like a dream in the morning light. As from hope they are born, and without it they wane. Proximo, as the eldest of them, watch over the children. But the designs of the miracle anchored him to the ground, condemning him to follow their departure with nothing but a longing gaze. He then raised the old rattle, his only memento left from his divine origin, and softly shakes it. A sweet tinkling resonates in the air, and travels with the wind, a quiet beckoning. So the holy brothers know that they are never alone, that someone is waiting for them, and they feel a pang inside them, a longing call, wherever they are, wherever the wind had taken them. Oh hey, I see a secret here. What do we got? Regal. Let me go ahead and see what this guy's about. Automatically regenerates fervor. The heart above. Second verse. Okay, so I think there could be more lore with this one. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right. Here you go. Here's your rattler. Hey, RK7.
Your deeds fill us with joy, penitent one. You shall always find a home in this garden. We surrender ourselves to your charity.
Remembrance of Proximo. Yeah, so my stream ended up getting cut out. At some part of the way. So that's why you could kind of see like there was a second announcement. I wasn't sure what had happened because I thought everything looked quite a bit well. And then when I turned over to the second screen where my OBS was playing, it just stopped right at around, I don't know where it stopped. I think when I was at getting into one of the areas of the Mothers of Mothers church that's down below. So I ended up having to close the OBS by automatically shutting down. And now let me hand over the memento. And now I have Proximo.
Allow me to present you with a new piece for your silver altarpiece.
And sorry, it's just my camera is losing focus here. Okay, that did it. All right. Okay, so I think the way they're all rearranged is for them to look down.
May the hands of the miracle guide thee, penitent one.
All right, so now I can finally be able to do. So let me at least travel to the Priadu here. All right, and that did it. Incense of the Envoys. Okay. Let me. Am I coming in a little bit clear? Okay. I'm hoping I'm coming in clear. Oh. And they all burned away. The charred remains of the figures of the 4 envoys, salvaged from the embers, the ashes shall mark as worthy of the skin of the one who performs the ultimate sacrifice, thus returning to the heaven. And we 4 shall descend, waving our immaculate canvases in the fine wind, and our blessing will then be thine. The great grace will then bestow upon thee the ultimate forgiveness, for our mere presence means absolution, and that is but the last step to walk in the way of penance. Hold on. I want to go back to where I was before, so because I think there was lore involved in this one. Okay, so let me go ahead. Alright. Alright, so here they are. Okay, so the heart above. First verse. Okay, so reading through these items will give you an idea of the lore. That malnourished child walked under a scorching sun that made the earth boil under his wounded bare feet. He walked with the aid of a dried, twisted root that served as a cane and poorly helped to lessen the burning pain that came with every step. He walked with his face down, averting his eyes from the blinding glare of that cruel light, only looking up every now and then to squint his eye and to make sure that, far in the horizon, the great city was still there. The one that's name he didn't know, that majestically towered like a mountain in the middle of a barren desert. When the child, the second verse, when the child, after such an exhausting ordeal, finally reached the city, he felt his hopes crumbling to dust. For there he was greeted only by misery and desolation, by faces withered by pain and loss, starving bodies crawling down streets, and grieving souls that wept in their silence. The city was but a haven for the lost, a ruined maze where only hellish suffering could be found. Filled by despair, the child's eyes searched the sky and saw. There, just above the city, hovered a vast cloud, thicker than any other, dyed in pinks and orange shade by the twilight sun that was about to hide behind a distant mountain. Enraptured by the beauty of such vision, he observed as that shape seemingly molded itself into a heart of colossal proportions. And third verse. The child made a wish. He willed the clouds in the sky to assume the appearance that had been insinuated to his eyes to become a symbol, a sign, an icon of the suffering that ravaged this ancient land, so everyone could bear witness the same sorrow he experienced, so everyone could know they were not alone. And here's the last one, fourth verse. And then a booming heartbeat resounded with great force, and like a single being, every citizen looked to the sky. They all became witnesses to the beating of a cyclopean heart that hung alive with veins and arteries suspended in the crimson knots that faded in the clouds above. Inside its flesh, the silhouette of a great being, colossal and perfect, could clearly be seen, curled in its slumber. The child's wish had come true. The divine being was to be born before everyone's eyes, an incarnation of the miracle itself as a symbol, in which all the fervor and faith, eroded by the passage of time, would grow once more, born from the soul of every denizen of that ancient land, whose name had long been forgotten. Long been forgotten? It makes it feel like I've been out for half a century, if not 1,000 years. All right, here we go. And they all sacrifice to the fire. And I get this bead. And after giving up the statues, they all burned away like this. Alright, so I'm going to have to head back down to... Or actually, there's another location I could go in, because I have a statue that I really want to try and repair. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Every time I fix the statue, a piece of him is melting into the honey.
Anon, I shall be one with this miraculous honey.
I don't know how he's still talking, but it's the miracle. Don't question it.
And then my soul will be forever sweet and golden. Let not your spirit be grieved. The honey will repair all the damage done to my gift.
And now I have a new statue.
Take the figure, and behold its unmatched, dazzling, golden radiance. Anon, and
All right, and then let me just step out, go back in, and he disappears in the end. So with that taken out of the way, I still have a couple of things I want to try and find before I get started on going back to fighting the boss. Get away from me, you ugly beast. All right. Trying to figure out what were the items that I was able to take. I was able to find. All right, so travel back to the city. All right. So I'm almost finished with some of these parts. All right, so I need to try and find one of the tools for the sculptor. Okay, so it was here. So I missed out on quite a lot of stuff. Alright. A resin vesicle with which the most devout sculptors decorate the faces of their work with profound marks of tragedy. Okay, so I gotta go back and return this item over to the city. So before I get started on that, I'm gonna need to clear out my altarpiece. And of course, these things have no effect. There's supposed to be some sort of an effect going on for these ones, so let's see. Ah, here we go. Improves the effectiveness. Wow, flask. Okay. Damage nearby enemies after suffering attack. Okay. All right. Oh, hold on, hold on. Reduces penalty for accumulation of guilt. All right, I'll take that. Hold on, hold on. Trying to see what other items I could add to create an impacting effect. Physical damage, infliction. I think this is probably all that I could do for now.
Oh, these varnishes, like the morning dew, will give thee the purest and most immaculate of glows. Know that you have my gratitude, Penitent One. Now, allow me to put the finishing touches on it.
All right. So let's step out here first. Step back in. Almost there.
The body has been unveiled. Now, the color and varnish will endow upon it the grace that was intuited with unwavering devotion. Now, allow me to put the finishing touches on it.
All right. I think it might be nice to go back and see what we can do over here. Speaking of which, let me see if I could.
So
Rid myself of guilt.
has been completed. Now go in peace.
And let me just move on over here.
Now, allow...
I don't think I'm gonna get much of a reaction out of that. Let's see. Maybe I could get something out of this. Can I get something? I guess I get nothing out of this. Alright, so now I need to figure out how to get the beads. All right. All right, so let me try and figure out how to do this one. Well, hold on. All right. Okay, there it is. All right, so now I can travel back to the city.
Do you have rosary now? Let
Okay.
my hands knot a new mystery on your rosary.
And all the 5 are done.
Your rosary is now complete, Penitent One. When you feel sorrow and the sky bears no stars, press your rosary close to your breast. It will bring you comfort. When you feel it will...
Okay. So that upgrade. Computer cheers, I got. All right. Okay, so what I need to do is okay. Okay. So let's go. Come on. Here it is. Lullaby of the White Shores. Alright, so let me go ahead. Travel back to the city. Oh. He's gone. And I get 5 marks. Alright. I think I'll use that to raid this one. Alright. So Veredicto has been fully upgraded. Only missing is Sarmiento and Centella. And it requires 12. Oh. Who's this?
Penitent One, may the miracle watcheth over you.
Okay.
My name is Venerada, daughter of Master Montañez.
Oh.
My father now rests his weary back and tired hands in the light of the everlasting mercy of Our Lady.
Oh, so he was working himself near death?
May the miracle offer him shelter in his well-earned glory. Following in his footsteps as an apprentice of the beautiful craft, and in gratitude for the help you offered my father in completing his last and most momentous piece of work, I offer thee my services in carving your altarpieces.
Ah, interesting.
It is as he would have wished. May the miracle be with.
Alright, so let's look here. And we can find her here.
I am at your service.
Okay. Oh, what's up, Papa? Ah, here we go. Hey, hold on. What? Okay. Wanna go outside? I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Sorry, I had to let my dog out.
May the miracle be with thee, Penitent One.
Oh, hey! I get a cherub. Alright. So let me look to see if there's... Oh boy.
Behold the empty shell of your confessor, Penitent One.
Oh boy.
He paid the price for my liberation with his fragile flesh and withered skin. He still remains, but his voice is now mine. One last reward I offer thee in exchange for the continued satiation of your guilt.
Remembrance of the Confessor.
Come back when the burden weighs heaviest upon you, and then you might satiate my hunger.
Okay, so he has been possessed. Not a really good sign at this point. Alright. I want to see some other parts of the city. Oh! Ah, the wooden statue looks really pretty. Okay. So I really need to go is down there in order to give the lullaby. And then I can 100% safely say that... Oh. Alright, so let me just go over here. Alright, let's see if it works.
Sleep, my child. Sleep. Don't cry loud. My voice sings to you. My girl was running along the clear shore, under black leaves, under long branches. What did you see, my child? In the reflection of the water? What took your laughter? Who stole your soul? Sleep, child, your silver dream. I will watch over you until the dawn breaks. Sleep, my child. Sleep. Don't cry loud. My voice sings to you.
Halfway to the dream. Alright. Since I've already came this far. Sorry. And I at least been able to get through in just about an hour. Despite the complication, that a technical issue I had. Okay, so this one's pretty much going to be trying to make it through to the other side. Right. Okay. And I died. So much for that first try. But I can still do it. All right. Okay. So let me try this again. Ah! I didn't switch it to in time. Okay. The order wasn't a problem. It's just being able to switch to the right weapon. Oh! Outside. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to see if anything's going on with the chat, because I haven't been able to get a reply. Hold on. Okay. Alright, let's see. There. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. Just now I need to try and be a little bit responsive to this. Alright. Three hits and they done. Shit. Didn't get that part. I thought I did. Fortunately, I still have plenty of time. Otherwise, this would have ended up as bad as last week's stream. Okay. Alright. Still have some time to get through this one. And hopefully I could get through a lot of this. Ah, there we go. I made it. Oh. Oh. And Tiento to your thorned hairs. Hold on, I think this one's familiar. Summon the presence of the throned dame which protects the penitent one from all evil for a short period of time. Okay. So I think I have an idea of what this one does, but the source of it is a lot different. Alright. So this lady's done. Let me get rid of that. And this. Alright. And still more creepy hands. And nothing to do about it. I think I messed up on this part, so...
Do you wish?
Okay. So let me go ahead and travel here so that way I could get one statue done.
I am at your...
And I've got everyone.
I have carved a new figure for your altarpiece. Pray take it.
All right. The Confessor increases the damage cost when the accumulation of guilt is high. And here's the lore. 4 years, the echoes of my anguishing beneath were the only sound to reach my ears in this forsaken church of the afflicted. But suddenly, a thunder rocked the world outside these walls, a powerful beating that shook the ground, the columns in my tired old bones. And then I knew that the heartbeat was nothing but a call to a new mass, a sound announcing to each of us the return of our faith, the return of the miracle. At such moment, hope returns to our forlorn hearts. And there's one more statue here, but I'll probably need to go somewhere else for that.
Penitent one.
All right. All right, so let me save here. Okay, so before I go on, I'm gonna need to check the percentage of my progress. Okay, so 95% of it is done. Means the few percentage is gonna have to be searching through a rained area. Yeah, it's gonna be that part. I really wish I had enough. I really wish I had enough sin items. Okay, so I'll need to try and make it to this party. Okay. almost a lot of it's discovered. Let's see. All right, 99%. It's at least progress. And you done. Yes! End them in a bloody way. There. And I get 55,000 Tears of Atonement. Almost there. I believe... Oh, wait. Shoot. Ah, come on. Okay. Alright, so this final piece is the one that's causing me the issue. Oh, hey, got a mark. All right. Reveal the whole map. Nice. Finally got that achievement done. Alright, so now I can finally be able to move on to the next boss. And hopefully I'm smart enough to be able to fight him this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and move out of the way of these guys. All right. All right. So here it is. Last boss.
For I am the first penitent, and you shall be the last.
All right, come on. There. All right, kind of easy part done, but now comes the hard part.
Now let the crimson bindings finish what they once began.
Oh boy.
My penance is far from over.
This is gonna hurt like shit. Ah, I thought I had a chance, but nope. Nope. Still as hard of a bastard as last time. Okay.
I am the first penitent, and you
I can't be able to skip the cutscene.
last.
This part. There. Okay, that part's done.
Now let the crimson bindings finish what they once began. My penance is far from
Gotta get this one properly. Oh, fuck. Damn! Come on, I thought I could be able to get it, but no. Really tough son of a bitch that he is. But I'm getting a little bit closer than last time.
For I am
I
the
just need to be
first
very
penitent,
careful.
and you
Alright.
shall be the last.
Come on. There. First part out of the way.
Now let the crimson bindings finish what they once began. My penance is far from over.
Alright, here it is. More sword attack. Okay, let me try something different. Oh. Oh. There we go. Right. Now the tables have turned. For a blind old cripple, you sure know how to fight. Ooh. That is one freaky ass looking little baby. It was a ghost blade? Really? And it's done. And I get 5 marks of martyrdom. And Chrysanta has fully been avenged. Oh.
The child is born. The clouds open up before thee and shed crimson tears. Thus begins the work of the High Dramatist.
Really? That's a whole lot of work for drama.
The child is born. The clouds thus begin.
Okay. Alright, so let me go back down into the city and see if I could get a remembrance of Chrysanta. Almost there. Almost there.
I am at your service, Penitent One.
And all the figures have been found.
I have carved a new figure for your altarpiece. Pray, take it.
Okay, so let me... Turns the Penitent One's dodging skill into an almost instant movement. So let's look at the lore here. Once Chrysanta saw the blood flowing from her wounds, she realized she could never stop the miracle from taking flesh. She had been fighting the unconfraternity of penitents in a long, cruel conflict, but defeat was now inevitable. Everturno led the congregation, a peerless foe whose impossible power was fed by the endless sources of his divine eternity. The miracle had chosen him to be the protector of its new work, after bestowed upon him the original penitence, that of perpetual contemplation, to wait endlessly until the miracle required so. And so was he called to arms, in the vigil of the new celestial icon birth, the great divine work that would join the hearts of the devout and bring together their faith. Everturno, father of penitence, heeded the call and fought in that decisive battle, where Chrysanta met defeat. Exhausted, Chrysanta fell to the cold floor of that temple, knowing she was living through her last moments as that magnificent creation ripped through the bloodied skies above them all. That ancient sacred ground would be her tomb, but also where her fiery legacy would persist, her sword. In that very moment, she held her steel up, wrapped as it was in crimson, and plunged it fearlessly into her chest. In her very blood she bathed, a final sacrifice bestowed to its full future well wielded. Only then did Chrysanta allow her eyelids to fall, concealed by the metallic severity of her helmet, and only then did those eyes, that had always remained vigilant within their own darkness, shut forever, submerge into the night of her blind, unshakable faith. now it's time for me to see who I can pair this one up. Almost. Guess there's not much else for this one.
Will be with thee, Penitent One.
All right. So I found almost everything. Feel like I could... There's a real slim chance for me to upgrade. Oh no, I just need 6 more and I should just need about 4 more and I should be good. All right. I'm trying to figure out how I could be able to do this one. I guess this is... Let's see. Probably travel to the Priadu for now. Then I will wait to see how things go from here on out. Alright, so let me at least go through this one final time. Well, no time like the present. And let's give the incense of the Unvoice. No guarantee how far this is gonna go. And the final boss. Oh. Big, scaly, skull-like figure.
Higher will. Incorporeal and inscrutable fathers. I am the heir of your all-encompassing light. Devotion itself, embodied in weathered flesh and gilded filigree. Your magnum opus.
That's a horrible piece of art.
Though I am crowned with your glory, why do you censure my presence alongside you? What is this obscure darkness of unanswered cries that prevents me from understanding the purpose of my birth? Are the same crimson clouds that heralded my welcome the grave omen of your judgment? If this confrontation is proof of thy dignity of your glory, then so be it.
Damn it! And in the first try, I die. Okay. I'm just hoping that this one doesn't end up as bad as Everturno. Otherwise, I'll be in a really seriously fucked up place. Right. I'm gonna have to go through the cutscene again, am I? I really wish in the next patch they could make skippable cutscenes if you have to listen through them the first time. Alright. Oh. Shit. Every time I think I make progress, I get another surprise that kicks me in the ass. Okay, I'm gonna have to try the sword a little bit. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, gotta go back. Okay. Alright, now it's time to try and see if I could be able to live through this one. And again, skip the cutscene because we've already been through this. Right. I went in the wrong direction and fucked myself over in that one. Ugh. Again and again. And I'm gonna get through this one until I can defeat this freaky boss. Okay, give the bead. Let's see how far I go with this one. I need to get far. I need to get to the end because I can feel it. We're only about an hour away from the end of the stream. Okay. Yeah, it's done. The blasphemy is now complete and done. Oh. Now he's rendered weak.
Doth thou respond to my pleas with pain? Pain in the flesh. Yet your very flesh I am. Pain in the heart. Yet your heart itself I hold. My punishment will be your sole legacy. And I shall die. I shall die reconciled with the mystery of my birth.
Finally done. Now let's see how this plays out.
The devotion of the many was made incarnate and suffered pain.
What?
The affliction cometh to an end, for the icon falls, and with it, the miracle's designs, and its will so capricious.
Oh.
And so you shall ascend, both in body and soul, through dreamed kingdoms, to the holiest of places, to the cradle of all blessings, safe under our watchful eyes.
Hey, Deus!
You will be captured within the ancient canvas of light and time. The penitence is thus complete.
Hey, your boy got ascending. He finally went to heaven. And everybody, or at least in the dream. And everybody is all here. So here we have a list of all the people that worked on this one. And the game's a lot different because some of the cutscenes are pretty much animated. And it looks pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. So take in the sound and majesty of this orchestral piece. If Eterno is Ramon Langa. Oh no, these are the Spanish ones. You know, I've yet to play the whole entire game in Spanish. Alright, here we come to the English ones. Alright, so cast the characters. Alright. So Everterno is voiced by Stephen Hughes. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Because I feel like these are probably some sorts of names. Let's see. Looking through his IMDb. Oh no, not this one. He's done a number of voices for games and animation. Oh, he's done voice in Metroid Dread, Hostage Radio. Trying to see if there's anyone. Doesn't seem like his list. Okay, so he's unaccredited in Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2 as a Golden Paladin. Let's see. There's a whole lot of names I wish I could be able to look up to, but we don't have enough time for that one. So, let's just move through this one. See what we got. And we got Deo Gracias back as his voice actor back in for sort of like the background voices. Mad String Orchestra. Let me see. Let me look up. Trying to see. this one's a different type of company. Ooh. And these are thanks to to all the dedication from the fans from the creators at the Game Kitchen. I know there's some words I can translate to it, so let's see. Gracias a mi familia y a Nahid por su apoyo y comprensión de la obstrucción emocional que a veces supone desarrollar un videojuego. Gracias también a Erin Francescon por estar ahí estos años en los que se ha desarrollado el universo de Blasphemous. So these are pretty much thanks and dedications to the people around them, especially from the mini. And here it is. Our amazing Blasphemous 1 backers who made this all possible. Thanks to supporting the game on Kickstarters for the first Blasphemous game, we are now playing the sequel. I really love it when small indie games can work out pretty well. There's a whole lot of stuff here, but I know I'm kind of going through them. Some compliance analysis, usability, okay. And the Team 17 publishing team. Yep, these are whole lots of people. But if you want to play the game, you could be able to do that one and be able to see the credits in their name. Alright, so go through about 4 times. Keyword Studio. This is for the localizations to translate the game into different languages for the players around the world. Japanese localization by Keikashi Games. And here it is. So these are of course the following software that the Game Kitchen used to create Blasphemous. Now some of these are pretty much Patreon, Simplicity, and GitHub. Thank you for playing Blasphemous II. Oh. Oh. For a moment there, I thought it was going to be something bad. And this led me to only a result of 98%. Well, let me see what I could continue on that. Okay, so this one's a lot different, but I think for this one I could probably go with the ending B. But for now, the game's done. I'm all set. But I guess this is pretty much it for the end of the game. I don't think I have any way of ascending, or at least trying to get a new game plus. But knowing how things develop out with the first game, I'm sure that Blasphemous 2 will have a later patchwork that'll include the new game plus. So now, trying to figure out what to do from here, because I pretty much finished up the game. I know it's not 100%, but I guess this is going to be it for the end of for the end of the game itself. So let's switch it over here. All right. Let me go ahead and try and pull out something that I could do for us. All right, so let me just pull out the player. Well, I really wish every stream could go a little bit consistent and perfect, but given that that part of it had cut off, I'm going to have to go back and try and figure out how to put in between the stuff to make it at least a manageable transition. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff I'll have to go through. Let's put some chill EDM, please. All right. So let me go ahead and see something here. All right. Let me switch over to this one. Alrighty then. So I think a little bit what we could spend some time while we can is look through the Wikipedia page. So keep in mind, whenever you're looking through Wikipedia, one of the things they do teach you in college is that you can't use this as a direct source. However, what you can use that may be from Wikipedia would be, of course, the references. These little numbers here that notates where each of the sources come from, of course. That could be a good way to look at this one. If it seems good, you can use that one since it's an original source and not copied, not plagiarized work. And let's see. Rebirth of a curse named the Miracle. And this is set in Wounds of Eventide update of the original game. So that's why I went through the replay of the first game of Blasphemous, because with the new DLC that was developed back in 2023 or 2022, it changes, it gives you an option to a different ending that does tie in with the story and lore of the second game. Okay, so this was many years, and since we don't have the high wills, the miracle, or even leadership like the Mother of Mothers Church, the region of Custodia had experienced pretty much an age without any of the miracle's influence. But pain and suffering remained in the world, of course, as usual. And people began praying to a greater power to relieve their suffering. Birth a new child. After resurrecting and obtaining a new weapon to replace Mea Culpa, the penitent one encounters an angelic woman named Annunciata, who instructs him to destroy the miracle's new child and prevent the miracle from returning. And so the miracle ended up returning because there was a couple that unfortunately were not able to conceive a child through national means. They had prayed and prayed to have one, and the miracle somehow returned, making people think that the miracle was nearly disappearing, if not extinct. And the baby, or the being that was born from this couple, ended up creating a plague that killed the wife and many others. spirit of the witness, who explains that his role is to observe and narrate the events of the story. Okay. So here are two endings. So in one default ending, Incarnate Devotion, the final boss we played, realized the pain in battling the Penitent One was meant to be his baptism, and he merges with the mortally wounded Penitent One to complete its transformation, heralding the age of the second psalm and return of the miracle. So that meant if we didn't have that special type of item that was behind a special door, then we would have ended up being the last piece to complete the physical manifestation of the miracle. Now, if the player completed several optional boss fights and quests and obtained the Incense of Envoy item, then the Cardonate realizes that the pain it experienced is the embodiment of Custodia's rejection of the miracle, and voluntarily dies, ending the threat forever. With that, Annunciada rewards the Penitent One by carrying his spirit into the afterlife, aka the dream. Here, he sees deceased companions, as many from the previous games and the current one, thus concluding his penitence. And even at this end, one question remains. What does he look like behind that helmet? Because if your penitence ends, shouldn't you at least have a scene where his helmet's lifted? I mean, that could be an interesting type of stuff, but again. Alrighty then. And of course, we got the aggregate scores. So let me go ahead and see if I can zoom it in. All right, so not gonna get anything out of this. All right, so let me see. Okay, so of course with the Metacritic scores, it scored 84, 83, 85, 85 out of 10. So it's kind of a bit of a B plus range. That's pretty decent and good for a sequel. Let's see. Lowest score it got is a 7 out of 10 on PC Games and from what I could see, the highest one it got is in Push Square, Games Radar Plus, and GameSpot. All right, and let's see. All right, so interesting thing, I find a list of all the games that Team 7 has. So in its lineup, it has the Alien Breed series, the Blasphemous series, Body Blows, The Escapist, Moving Out, Overcooked. Wait. Okay, and it's got Worms. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So in one part, did it acquire a ukulele? Let me see. Oh. Team 17 was a publisher of ukulele. It's supposed to be the spiritual successor to the Banjo-Kazooie game from the N64 era, but I think for this one I didn't do... Yeah, didn't do as well as people would really hope. But if you happen to get a game as a gift, or if it's on a discount, then if you look through that and the playthroughs, then I might recommend. That might be something to have a good at. And of course, it has all of these other types of games that says others. But with that, let me go ahead and end tonight's stream. All right. Okay, so all right. Okay. Now, going through Blasphemous 2, there is challenges, especially if you're not too attentive, if you're not paying attention to where things are, how things are going on in the environment and surroundings. And I did have to go backtrack through a different number of locations and places to find some of the stuff, but I guess in the end, I didn't get the 100% that I would think I could get in just this stream setting. And given that there's no Ascension for Blasphemous 2, I think this may be a good time to end the stream for the first playthrough of Blasphemous 2. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to get rid of the game. It's just there is some interesting opportunities I could do for the first game and the second game. But I think the way that I want to go about it is to try and change and play through the game and record it in the Spanish dub. Now this works because I want to give it a immersion of the environment that people are supposed to play in, because the game is based around the area located in Spain, and it would make a little bit more sense and interesting to see how it all plays out in the Spanish dub. Those are just only small thoughts and ideas that I have, but I really have no guarantee that they will bring in something that I think would be original content. But for now, the streams are all that you get, as this is the only way I could be able to do a number of things to create. I still need to work on how to get some of the video clips and compilations and see what I could do on fixing up the audio mistakes that have come up during the stream, which I did not plan for. There might be some crazy stuff right here, but I'm trying to see if there's any way I could make it sensible. Plus, shorten it to something more bite-sized instead of it being 3+ hours. So, I want to thank you all for coming into the stream. And don't forget, if you want to follow me on any new updates that I got, I will try and post on Twitter, formerly on the former Twitter site. But given that there's going to be some pay to post type of stuff, I don't know if it's something that I'm going to be willing to put in. But in likeliness, I will have some updates available on my Facebook page, on Instagram, and I'll see if I could utilize YouTube to add in some more posts going into the remainder of 2023 and into 2024. So if you don't know where those are, my links are down below here or onto the side. But if also in my social media, you can always go to beacons.ai/unboundsanity. So that way you'll get a whole general summation of platforms that I'm on streaming and the platforms that I post on. So with everything finally said and done, this is Unbound Sanity signing off, and I wish you all good night, a good day, whichever part of the world that you're on. Until then, I will see you for a new stream. Goodbye.